Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So before we get into it, I'd like to say a big massive thank you to each and every one of you who like, comment, share and subscribe to the channel. It helps with to fight the algorithm and push the message of Help Heal Serve out to a broader audience. Also, in the comment section below, ask any questions that you have. Without further ado, let's get into what you've come to see. Do the spirit world keep things from you? Now there's two ways that we can tackle this topic, I should say. First of all, do you need to know this information? For example, we're going to aim this towards a psychic medium or a medium, because they are very, very different things, by the way. If you are a medium and you are conducting a mediumship reading, are you telling me that the spirit world aren't giving you information, like names, places, locations? Of course they are. Unfortunately, through your own lack of understanding and knowledge gaps with how to work with energy, you fail to acknowledge the flaws that you have as a human being. And we don't acknowledge it. It is far easier to blame someone else than to actually go within. For example, if I was doing a mediumship reading in the spirit world, I was sat in front of an individual and that individual had come to me for a reading, do each and every one of you think for one moment that the spirit world aren't there in those moments? They want to tell you everything you need. However, they will tell you what you need to know, not what you want to know. A little bit of a caveat to that not many people know. They are there. They are there in energy. They are there in presence. And a good medium can prove that they are there. That is the medium's sole responsibility, to prove that the spirit world are there through evidence. So for an individual who is a medium and they can't give you that information, remember, sometimes as a human being, mediums can be wrong. Mediums are just like each and every one of you. They aren't special. They aren't gifted, which we know they're not gifted. We are just like you. Yes, we have different understandings, and yes, we might like different things. But at the core and root of us, mediums can make mistakes also. It's how they acknowledge that mistake which makes them different. For example, if you are having a reading and somebody says, oh yes, I've got a Frank here, and you're like, well, I don't know Frank. You do know Frank. You do know Frank. You must know Frank. Why would this? No. It's not. It's literally because you're wrong. Very simple. You don't have to look very far to see these practices actually being preached on the World Wide Web. TikTok, rife for it. Absolutely rife. I actually, to be quite honest with each and every one of you, I come off TikTok because of how bad it actually was. It was not just doing a disjustice to the spirit world, but it made a mockery of everything that I'm on this planet to do. It made mediums look absolutely appalling, if I'm completely honest. And whilst I'm a nice, quiet, I keep myself to myself, I could feel myself getting very passionate and very irate with certain individuals. And I thought, you know what it is? I'm taking myself away from that situation. I don't want any back and forths. I'm not interested. I let the energy I work with deal with everything. You know, it's one of those things. That's the way that it works. But on some of these platforms, you will have people who will be doing a reading, and I kid you not, this is how they do the reading. They'll be saying, "Oh, I think you've got," and so I'm going to pretend. So listen, this is Jordan being a fake medium. Okay, this is what you will see pretty much on every platform you go to. This is what you are going to see. This is what you should all be watching out for. Okay, I've got a lady stepping forward. Yeah, yeah. It's a lady or a male. It's a lady or a male. Do you have any ladies or male? Oh yeah, I've got a male in spirit. It's a male, and he tells me his name's John. Do you know James? Frank? Oh yeah, I've got an Uncle Frank. Oh yes. Well, your Uncle Frank's with you now. I hope you can, each and every one of you can see why I've done that in the way that I've done that. That is not me making a mockery. That is showing you, the audience, what to watch out for. These are the sort of practices where people are implanting the notions into your head of who you are communicating with. A proportion of people, if you're like me, would be like, nah, I haven't got a clue what you're talking about. And then that's when they'll go, you're just a bully, you're picking on us. And then they'll cancel your live or they'll cancel your reading. These sorts of individuals are the prime example of someone who has not dealt with their own humanistic traits. They have flaws, like each and every one of us, and this is why they can't get the information. It's not because the spirit world aren't giving them it, it's because they don't know where to find it. They have got so lost in the lights and the thinking that it's something special, because their egos just actually ran amok, rather than dealing with the finer things that they need to dial in with the mediumship. So if each and every one of you are having a reading, please understand, the spirit world are there with you in that reading. It is down to the medium to prove it by evidence. Do not give, there's one message that I would give to each and every one of you now. Do not give a medium any information. I'm a medium. I don't need any information from you. I can prove of the afterlife, fun fact, time and time again. So stop giving them it. Don't give them anything. When you are getting the mediumship reading and they're saying, oh, I've got a Frank, say, no, if they're giving you multiple options, that's not direct, clear information. That's giving you different scenarios, different outcomes. Simply say, don't know. If there's a lady coming through, I would like you to tell me what her name is and who she was to me. That's when the medium will go, okay, they'll either go, if they'll either go, I mean, I would like to think that a medium hasn't had to go through this, but, you know, there should just be clear, concise and straight to the point. But if they have got a little bit confused, then the medium will go, okay, if they are a good practicing medium, they'll go, okay, give us a couple of seconds. This is who she was to you, and this is the message she would like to bring forward. Great. If they go, well, I don't know what you're on about because the spirit world are telling me this, and I am gifted, I'm anointed by the spirit world, so you must be a liar. Doesn't work like that no more, my friends. This is what we are here to highlight. This is what we are going to prove to mankind. Some of the shoddy practices that mediums carry out. I am a medium. Okay, I'm a pioneer in the things that we do. I'm a pioneer in the teachings that I can bring. But there's one thing I won't tolerate. Yes, I appreciate that mediums make mistakes. Human beings make mistakes. We can't overlook that fact. But when a medium makes a mistake and fails to acknowledge that mistake, that's where we have to really dig our heels into the ground and say, should you be practicing mediumship? Go work on yourself as an individual. Once you get yourself into a good mind space where you are able to take on your own critique, then come back as a medium. Things will be very different. So yes, point of the story is, and the moral of the story is, be very, very wary on some of the platforms that you see. I prefer YouTube, to be completely honest. YouTube's my little baby. I love being on YouTube. YouTube's just so professional. I think the way that YouTube conduct themselves, very professional. Yes, it's harder to get likes and subscribers, but listen, all that comes naturally in time. I mean, this channel that you're watching this video on now is my new mediumship channel. We've only been active, I think, 3 weeks, and we've already hit 300 subscribers. And I think that's 300, or it might be 200 and something, or something like that. Anyway, that aside, the point that I'm trying to make is with time comes great things. Each and every one of you need to know that your loved ones are always there for you. They are always wanting to get you messages. And it's down to the spirit world, well, the medium, to deliver that information for the spirit world. You are going to have people who have misunderstandings, poor teachings, bad attitudes, egotistical driven. You can't get away from it. But one thing that you do know now from watching this video is when you go into a reading, you know what to expect. Don't allow anything else. If you're paying for the service, again, get your money back. If you are getting a reading for free, tell the person if they're wrong. Don't just do it because they're nice, because they're a nice person. Yeah, Gina, you're great at this. Yeah. Tell her they're wrong. They need that for the self-development. They need that so they, as a person, as an individual, can grow to become a good medium. You know, we shouldn't suppress people. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did enjoy the video, you know, remember to check out the videos that are going to be pinned at the top and left and right. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, then consider subscribing, because we've got many more videos coming up. And if you've got any questions that you would like to ask, then fire away. Get them in the comments section, because that's what we're here for. Okay, so I'm going to leave you on that one now. Bye-bye for now.